My name is Adam Wilkerson. I've been blues dancing for 5.5 years now, but I didn't start there. I started in ballroom dancing 11 years ago now when I was a freshman in college, which seems a lifetime ago. After getting into ballroom dancing, I met my wife there, Crystal Wilkerson. She's also my primary dance partner. And she pulled us into the jazz vernacular style, starting with Lindy Hop and getting into other swing styles about 7.5 years ago, give or take. And after that, sort of pulled us into blues about, as I said, 5.5 years ago. And we've been dancing primarily blues ever since. But we do still do other styles, Lindy Hop, bow, things like that, as part of the Huntsville Swing Dance Society here in Huntsville, Alabama. In particular, we dance with the Thursday Night Swing Group. We also instruct blues there, host a blues practicum at our house ever since we've moved to Huntsville 6 months ago, and we're just really proud to be part of that scene. So, my personal blues philosophy, blues dancing to me is a way to personally access a style of music that I really love. In particular, my family history is that my grandfather played jazz saxophone and clarinet for his whole life, and really jazz music was his whole life. Later, my dad, his son, was played trumpet in marching band and then in the Air Force Rock Band, and later on went on to pick up drums and other instruments. Just a fantastic musician. And my sister played piano and bassoon and things like that. I never really had the attention span to pick up an instrument. I sang some at church growing up, and I ran sound, got into the technical side of things that way. But I really feel like dancing is a way personally for me to connect with the music, and it's a way that musicality has entered into my life. The biggest part of blues dancing to me, though, the reason that I really do it isn't for show or flash, or anything like that. It's for the connection with another person. It's about hearing a song that I really dig and going to another person and initiating a conversation and saying, hey, I would love to have a conversation about this music for the next 3 minutes. Would you like to do that with me? It's a big component of dance, of my dance. Personally, when I work on blues at home, I work on solo movements and isolations for better body control and better body awareness, which I think is really important when you're going to be doing when you're doing a partner dance and lead follow. It's not just about doing moves that look good, but it's also about being very clear with your movements, and I think that that's a really important part. When another thing that we work at home is partnership. So my dance partner and wife, Crystal, and I dance together a lot at home, and varying types of partnership, from close embrace to close to back to close embrace, because we dance a lot there, and really exploring what we can do within those partnerships to different styles of music. So really kind of exploring the variety within that partnership as well, whether it be increased pressure and close embrace, or more upright, or things like that. These are just components that we try to really break down. Another thing that we work on at the house is pedagogy. We're really, really into teaching blues. We really enjoy that. I specifically love teaching. I've been teaching for a long time, whether it be swing or blues, or back when I was a grad student in Indiana, I taught math. And I am a big fan of conveying knowledge and learning a lot from that conveyance of knowledge and learning from my students. And I think that that's a really important component to dance for me. Blues, to me, the blues music has a historical definition, and it ranges in a lot of ways from various styles, from these slower, haunting, blues-inducing kinds of songs, through jukey rock blues, all the way through smoother jazz and ballroom and blues, which is a really important place where we kind of live. It's one of my favorite styles to dance. It's really important to delineate between these older, more classic styles of music and the music influenced by them. I really am a big fan of blues-influenced music, but there is a delineation between blues music and blues-influenced music. And that's something I think a longer video could really pay more tribute to that than I can here. But the point is that it's really a family of music, and in particular, that means blues dance must be a family of dances that's danced to all these different styles. What we dance nowadays, of course, and what I dance is modern blues dance. It's sort of a blending of historical blues dances. Back in the day, your scene would do a thing, or so I've been told, and when scenes mix, they might mix a little bit in the dances. But instead of just doing the one thing, we have a lot of variety in any given dance, and I really, really appreciate that. But no matter what you're doing, you have these fundamental elements. You have your pulse and your posture and your lag and your connection, and these are big components to our teaching. But it's also really important to know that those are these fundamental parts of blues. There's also this creative aspect that I find really lovely in blues that all other dances really do have, all the other jazz vernaculars in particular, but blues is where I find the most creativity in my own dance and with my connection to a partner, whether I'm leading or following or whatever. So I suppose, thank you very much for watching the video, and that pretty much sums up my blues philosophy.